Hi everyone.
Hey, so here we are, 9:05-ish, close enough. So I have a few questions. We've been behind on the questions. Sorry about that. So I decided to write them down.
Rude.
There you go. It's all you. And I'm going to ask them. Rachel hasn't seen these questions, but they're the ones that have been asked to me. And her, you've been asked similar questions, but I never answered them. So.
And this is going to be a weekly thing. So every Wednesday at around 9, we're going to have a topic, and anyone who has questions about the topic or anything in general, you can come join us.
Jake, what's up? I see you. Okay, so biggest difference between competition prep and regular working out?
Am I answering this?
Yeah.
Okay, so regular working out and competition prep. This is my first time prepping for a show, and the main difference I would say is mindset. When we just got back from the gym and he is like still breathing hard.
I'm gonna pass out on live video.
Anyway, so the main difference I've seen is the intensity in the gym. You're doing cardio more, especially as you get closer to the show. Your workouts are more intense. Everything has a purpose. You're dieting. So yeah, that's my main difference.
I would agree. I think it's interesting how your mindset makes a difference as to how hard you work out. Because you have a goal, an end goal by X day, you have to look a certain way. Your focus is unreal. It's a laser focus. So that's why I think there's a difference too. This goes into other things, but when there's avid people who work out, and I think they're weightlifters. And then there's power lifters who train a completely different way with AMRAPs and 5x5s, things like that. And then there's bodybuilders who train and mix in between of everything. There's CrossFitters, so there's a lot of different ways of training. So I agree. Difference of competition prep, you're focused like crazy. So where do you start change? How do you start change?
In the mind.
Okay. Yeah.
Change. You have to.
There was no specification.
You have to be mentally there, right? Like the commitment. You have to decide and you have to commit. Because if you don't commit, as soon as it gets hard, you're going to back off and go back to your old habits, which are a lot easier. Whether that be with dieting, whether that be with exercise, it could be with money, it could be with seriously anything.
Yeah,
so.
I agree with that. The change starts in the self-talk. If you don't think you can do certain things, then you won't. If you think you can, then you will. And put yourself to test, like challenge yourself, like, prove me kind of thing to yourself. Don't prove us, but yeah, prove yourself. So why do you want to compete in a bodybuilding show?
I want to compete in a bodybuilding show because challenge my negative self-beliefs that I've had for a long time. I had told myself that I was a certain way for forever and that I was just born that way. And then, lo and behold, I start lifting and I gradually start to change. And I want to see where I can take my body. I want to see what I can do with my mindset and kind of prove myself that these limiting things that I used to believe my whole life were totally false. So that's me.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you want to test your determination, you want to test your mental capacity, do a bodybuilding show or do a powerlifting meet or something like that, CrossFit show, competition. That will truly test you.
It definitely helps with discipline. You get a lot of practice and it's hard.
So what has been the hardest part of getting ready for a show?
Hardest part is kind of that discipline, like I was saying. You have to eat a certain amount, whether it's like meal plans or if you're doing macros, and sticking to that. That's been hard for me, is just like sticking to the meal, because sometimes I want cereal and I can't eat cereal and stuff like that. And then going to the gym, even though I don't feel like it, it's just something that you do because it's a habit and you have a goal and you're going towards it, and that's where the discipline kicks in when, I guess, motivation ends.
I agree with you. Okay, I'm not going to answer that. What are your favorite muscle groups to lift or perform?
You go first.
When I have abs, I love lifting abs because you can feel them and like they're fun. I love training triceps. And even though I don't have the best triceps, I love training triceps. And then I would have to say the death feel after like chest day or leg day.
So everything.
Yes. What about yourself?
My favorite thing is definitely back. It's always been back and shoulders. I really like working on shoulders.
Okay. So what are your top 3 tips for handling stress you can't control? That's a good one.
That is a good question. Handling stress you
Thank
can't
you.
control. One thing we've been practicing a lot lately is positive things, whether it's being like practicing positive self-talk, listening to positive podcasts or books. I really like meditating, just like slowing down your breathing and controlling kind of what's going on in your head. As you do slow breathing, you automatically bring your heart rate down, whereas if you're stressed and angry, then your heart rate's up. So that's 2 that I can think of. I also love sleep.
Yeah, sleep's good. Eating is good. Now, I think the question was, what are your top 3 tips for handling stress you can't control? I would say, what are you taking in? If there's positive people in your life, keep them in. If there's negative people in your life, get rid of them, cut them out. Because that's just going to only add to the stress. And then I think one thing that's helped us is listening to podcasts. Ephraim, a friend of ours, brought up a good book, Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent. Just kidding. What's it called? Grow Rich, something like that.
Think and Grow
Think
Rich.
and Grow Rich. There you go. That one is really good.
We've also been listening to You're a Badass.
Yeah, I've been listening to that book on repeat, and I'm reading it for the 4th time, or three and a half. Every day since I started. I just listen to repeat. So anytime I start feeling low or stressed, or just kind of get in my head, I listen to it. The whole book, every day. So that has really helped me. All right, what are you current... what is your current supplements?
Current supplements.
Your favorite current supplements?
I'm taking DIM. I have hormone issues, if you can tell. And multivitamin.
What are your favorites?
Fish oil, my favorite.
That was the question. What are your favorite
of what?
supplements?
This is his answer.
You don't have a favorite?
No.
That you take?
No.
I like the protein powder. You want to grab it?
Oh, actually, and I love this collagen. That's a lie. I do love it.
Okay. So collagen's for skin. It's really meant for joint health and recovery and skin.
This is the one I really like. Collagen peptides.
Best bang for your buck.
By Sports Research.
And
then we tried this protein for the first time.
And we really like it. And I'm a chocolate lover, and it's caramel macchiato. I think that's a coffee flavor. I don't know, but it's yummy. It's super sweet. It's like candy. It is on a huge deal.
Sale.
And really pure protein. Like the macros on it are amazing. 27.5 protein per serving, and carbs are only 2. Yeah.
With 120 calories.
Super low.
And it's like kind of sweet, which not like too sweet though. There's some proteins that are too sweet, but it's really yummy.
And we're currently trying a supplement, or a few supplements by XR Supplements, right?
XR Nutrition.
XR Nutrition. So shout out to you guys for hooking us up on those supplements. And I would say the other favorite for me is the pre-workout, Bucked Up, just because of the flavor. And sometimes that's the only thing that literally gets me in the gym. So, all right. What's your go-to cardio machine or exercise? Another good question. Thank you.
I love stair stepper. It makes me sweat a ton. It kind of hurts my knees sometimes though, so I have to take it slow, but that's my favorite.
Yeah, I would say stair stepper, best bang for your buck. If you only want to be there for like 10, 20 minutes, but feel like, take your body like you've gone through an hour cardio, stair stepper.
I also love running outside.
Yes.
Second favorite.
I agree. Okay, what did you do to get over feeling uncomfortable in the gym? That's a good one. What did you do?
Okay, so I felt super uncomfortable when I started lifting with him. I kind of dabbled with weights, but wasn't like a serious lifter.
She was the cardio girl that was like just in the treadmill, and then if there was like an opening, she would like go out to the weights, dumbbells, and then they would like surround her
As a T-Rex.
and then she'd like retreat back to the cardio machines. Pretty much. Whatever. Okay, so
anyway, so honestly, how did I get comfortable? I just kept going. There was probably like a year and a half.
Feeling comfortable, yeah.
I felt uncomfortable, and I still went. It was easier going with him because I had somebody there. Part of the reason I felt uncomfortable is I compared myself to the girls and always felt fatter than them and worse than them, I guess. Like, it was always this comparison game, and I ended up feeling bad about myself. And so it was hard to be there. And I also didn't know how to do a lot of the machines and the workouts, which is why it was helpful that he came. So I worked a lot on my mindset and what I was telling myself while I was there and where my attention was. And then just commitment. I just kept going even though I felt uncomfortable. And then sooner or later I felt like it was home. So
yeah. So I would agree. The best thing to do is just continue going. You will become more and more comfortable and go with a battle plan, an attack plan. Be like, I'm going to be in and out in 30 minutes. Here are the exercises. Boom. And you know where to hit, how to hit it. And we'll try to help with that when it comes to like actually doing the exercises again. We bought a tripod, so we'll be recording workouts once again. And since Rachel's so freaking lean right now, we'll take advantage of that so you can see what muscles are being used and when. So.
And if you guys have any questions about there's an exercise you don't know how to do, feel free to ask us. We'd love to do a video for you.
Yeah.
We can even put out a workout together that you can follow. Whatever you guys want to do, and we'll do that.
Jacob, what's up? I need glasses. You guys train. All right, we'll do training videos, and we're working on a videographer. I was talking to him today to get him to record probably Rachel post-show or pre-show. We'll see about that. But yeah, so there'll be videos along the way, and as I shred up too, instead of being the camera guy, it'll be better, easier for me to also do some videos.
We have yet to be
shred at the same time. It's always back and forth. Okay.
Hello, can I become a stud like Ben?
Oh, you're already there. Freaking heck. You have... Okay, Jesus, quick shout out. First off to Jacob. Jacob, I've known you since like we were in the womb together. Our uteruses, we were one. It was amazing. And yeah, so freaking love Jake. And then Jesus, I've known him since I was a newbie at Gold's Gym. I weighed 150 pounds, 140 at the time. So you freaking rock, man. And he was always nice to me. He kept me going. And now I'm averaging around 185. So it's taken freaking 8 years since going there, but it works. So you can grow slowly. All right. The other question, what's your current split workout routine? What's yours?
So mine, my coach has me doing Monday shoulders, Tuesday back, Wednesday, I'm doing arms actually because doing legs on a weekday is really stressful for me because it takes so long and then I don't like to do it. So I switched up and did arms on Wednesdays, shoulders on Thursday, back on Friday, and then I do legs on Saturday. And I do 30 minutes of HIIT cardio every day.
And then rest Sunday. And rinse and repeat. And I've actually been all over the place. So because I'm kind of getting back in the mental groove of things, as you can tell, the puffiness, I'm no longer as lean, like I'm fatty for myself, definitely. So I'm getting back to it. And this is a way to keep me accountable. You guys can watch Rachel on her process. She'll be a lot quicker, obviously, and watch me on my process. So, and thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are the awesome ones. Feel free to ask more questions. I know these are just questions I gathered from before, but you guys can ask questions too,
now, feel free to
or
ask
message them, whatever you guys want. What's worse, cooking meal prep or cleaning meal prep?
Cleaning.
I would agree. There's so much Tupperware. If we were to show you, can you grab a stack? No, there's like stacks on stacks. Anyways, there's so much meal prep, it's unreal.
We do dishes.
And Tupperwares and, giant Tupperwares, little Tupperware.
I actually really like cooking, so how I do it is I get a couple of meals and I cook for 3 or 4 hours just because he eats like a horse.
I am a fatty. That's the truth. Fatty now.
So we cook for a long time and then I don't have to cook the rest of the week pretty much though. So.
I'm eating 4 ounces of meat every 2 or 3 hours if I'm good. I'm not always so good at eating as much. That's why I'm like holding on to fat. But yeah, the more you eat, the better. All right, what gym equipment is essential or needed? Would you say?
Essential or needed? If you're starting out, I would say you don't really need anything.
I agree. I think as you get, like, don't become accustomed to it because you get small forearms like me. But as you get, like, used to training and mental connection with the muscle groups, wrist wraps are really good. So you can save your energy on a back pull and, on your biceps, so you can actually use your back muscles.
I would say as you start going and get more comfortable and your form gets better, then you start upping the weight, right? And then that's when, like, wrist wraps and definitely
Maybe
like
a
squat
belt.
belt
Yeah.
Become very handy. Also for girls, I really like booty bands.
Booty bands are good. I've done squats on them.
Nona!
What's up, La Nona? So yeah, it really, you don't need gym equipment. Don't stress about that. And supplementation, don't stress about that either. Stress about the supplement, I canceled that myself. Worry about the eating, the sleeping, and the stress. I would say those are the 3 biggest things, and then make sure you're working out. So the next question, when do you know to switch up your diet?
Actually, this one's still kind of hard for me, but I would say when first of all, this happened to me not very long ago. I found myself craving a lot of, like, Rice Krispies and cereal and chocolate chips.
Which we still have.
We still have them, but I don't crave them as bad. And I started really craving them, and then realized I wasn't eating my food. And the reason being is because I like variety, and I had been eating the same thing for too long. And as soon as I switched up my diet and what I was eating, all of a sudden I loved food again, and I wasn't having those cravings. So that was a big one for me. 2 is if you're plateauing. If you stop seeing changes, and if you've been in a diet mode too long.
Yeah, I would say be consistent though. Every time you think you're plateauing, you're probably not, and just continue your diet for another week, and then if you really are plateauing, you would show on the scale, you'd show on your body. It literally stops. But I would always push myself a week more than at least when I think I've plateaued.
And here's the thing, guys. You think you're plateauing, you think that you're not seeing change because it's so slow, like so slow. And the only thing that helped me during this prep is every week I have to send pictures to my coach. And I saw the first picture I sent, and then I saw like 3-4 weeks later, and I thought I hadn't changed at all. But when I compared,
she was actually very discouraged.
I was super discouraged.
Yeah, she was actually very discouraged that I haven't changed. It's not worth the money. Because she's been eating the same thing. A month later, 4 weeks later, we compared the 2 pictures, and she was like, "Oh, holy crap!"
So the scale stayed the same.
Complete difference.
Mentally,
cool.
I couldn't see it, but as soon as I had the physical evidence, I was changing, right? So if you think you're plateauing, you're probably not. It's just really, really slow.
It's your mind. You get in your mind. So a few people say this that we follow, but get in your head, you're dead. And that's the truth. Whether it's for working out, dieting, whether it's anything in life, if you stay in your head and get in your head, you're dead. You will. It's almost like committing suicide mentally, and all your momentum.
Well, then you
dies.
get depressed and you self-sabotage because you're like, it's not worth it. That's why I haven't been able to cut the weight I've wanted for so long, because it was this continual process of like being committed, but then getting depressed and discouraged, and then just giving up over and over again. Okay,
that's the end of the questions that I've been having to catch up on. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I know some of you just got in, and whoops. But yeah, if you have more questions, you can continue messaging us. Feel free to do so, and we will answer any questions you may have as far as like supplementation, dieting, coaching. I don't know, really anything you guys would want to ask about. Go ahead and ask, and if I don't know the answer, I'm going to research the crap out of it so I can give you the right answer. I follow a lot of medical journals, doctors who do all the research and who are the ones actually doing the clinical studies. I'm actually like Facebook friends with them, so I follow up and I stay on what's new to this day. Not like, oh, salt's bad for you, as they said in the 80s and 90s, things like that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We have. This is always weird for us.
And if we don't have a lot of questions, you can still count on us being here every Wednesday at 9. We are going to be doing specific topics that people can hear about, and we'll post about it during the week so that you know in advance kind of what the topic is if you want to join us. So.
Yeah, and like I said, a lot of people like the videos of us working out or like showing instructional videos, and we'll get doing that again now that we have our tripod. So those will be coming soon. You guys are awesome. Cabri, Don't worry about it. Yeah,
I think you can rewatch it.
I'll repost it. I'll post it.
I don't know if you want
and
to.
I'll post
but...
the questions. Yeah, it's probably And hopefully you guys found there's some good information there, and we will keep you guys posted as we progress. It's really just like it'll be cool to notice. I already did a progress pic. She has hers. We should be posting yours soon. Hers are pretty cool, so we'll post her progress pics. It just takes time, guys. Be patient with yourself in everything, not just lifting and diet, but in everything.
Life in general.
Yeah. Take care of yourself and invest in yourself. So, thank you guys. Love you guys.
Bye.